Today, I'm going to show you the exact English phrases native speakers use to talk about the best parts of summer, the ones you'll actually want to steal for your own conversations. I'm Chloe.
And I'm Jake, and honestly, this might be my favorite topic we've ever covered.
So last night, I'm sitting on my balcony at 9 p.m., and it's still bright out. Lemonade in hand, warm air, no rush to go anywhere.
That's the whole appeal right there.
Exactly, and it hit me. That one feeling is basically why summer beats every other season for most people. Not the heat, really, just that stretched out, golden kind of evening where nothing feels urgent.
Which is a perfect place to start, actually, because today's all about capturing that feeling in English.
3 parts today. First, the vocabulary for describing summer weather and activities, the words that actually sound natural, not textbook stiff.
Second, we're getting a little nostalgic. Phrases for talking about childhood summers and memories that stick with you for years.
And third, planning and actually making the most of the season, so you can talk about your own summer plans with confidence.
And stick around for the end. We're building out a full, perfect summer day together, start to finish, using everything from all 3 parts.
This one's honestly a fun episode to write, so hopefully that comes through.
Let's get into it. First phrase, soak up the sun. It means spending time outside, deliberately enjoying the sunshine, usually lying down or relaxing.
I feel like this phrase captures something specific too. It's not just being outside, it's being outside on purpose. No other agenda.
Right, exactly. Nobody says soaking up the sun while rushing somewhere.
We spent the whole afternoon just soaking up the sun by the pool. And that pairs really naturally with the next one, catch some rays, which means basically the same thing, getting some sun exposure, just a slightly more casual way to say it.
I'm going to the park to catch some rays before it gets too hot. Speaking of too hot, here's a phrase for exactly that level of heat. Scorching hot, extremely hot, uncomfortably so.
It was scorching hot yesterday, like 95 degrees by noon. There's a cousin word to that one too, humid, which isn't about temperature at all. It's about how much moisture is in the air.
It wasn't even that hot, but the humidity made it feel unbearable. And the last one for this round, make the most of the weather, meaning using good weather to its full advantage instead of wasting it indoors.
The forecast says rain tomorrow, so let's make the most of the weather today. Honestly, which of these do you actually use the most?
Probably scorching hot. I say it constantly, it just feels satisfying somehow.
Ha, fair. There's one more I want to add actually. The dog days of summer. It refers to the hottest, most intense stretch of the season, usually late July into August.
By the dog days of summer, everyone's just trying to survive until fall. It's such a vivid phrase for that specific kind of exhausted by heat feeling.
It really is. There's one more that's honestly one of my favorites. The golden hour. That warm, soft light right before sunset, when everything looks slightly magical.
Oh, that's such a good one for describing summer evenings specifically. We took photos during the golden hour, and everything just looked beautiful.
Photographers actually plan around it, which tells you something about how good that light really is.
Which one do you think is hardest for English learners to actually use naturally, out of everything so far?
Probably make the most of the weather. It's a little longer, so it takes practice to say smoothly without stumbling.
Fair. The shorter phrases like scorching hot are definitely easier to drop into a sentence quickly.
Good tip for anyone practicing. Start with the short, punchy phrases before tackling the longer ones. Builds confidence fast.
Okay, let's lock these 5 in. Word 1, refreshing, something that makes you feel cool, energized, or renewed. A cold glass of lemonade is so refreshing on a hot day.
Word 2, and see if you can guess it first. Someone describes a light wind on a summer evening as pleasant and cool. What's the word?
Breezy?
Exactly. Breezy, a gentle, pleasant wind. It was breezy on the porch, so we didn't even need the fan. Word 3, vibrant, full of energy, bright, and lively.
The market was vibrant, full of colors, music, and fresh fruit. Word 4, laid back, relaxed, easygoing, without stress or rush.
Summer weekends are so laid back. No schedule, no rush. And word 5, hyphenated, sun-kissed, lightly tanned or glowing from time spent in the sun.
She came back from vacation looking sun-kissed and happy.
And another use. The whole street had that sun-kissed golden look by 6 p.m.
Nice. Works for a whole scene too, not just a person. 5 words, locked in. All right, I want to soak up on the sun this weekend.
No on needed. Just soak up the sun. The phrase already includes the idea of absorbing it.
The weather is very humid today, isn't it hot?
Small distinction there. Humidity and heat aren't the same thing, so it's better to say, it's very humid today, or it's hot and humid today, treating them as 2 separate observations, not one.
Good catch. Last one. We made the most about the weather.
Wrong preposition. It's make the most of the weather, not about. We made the most of the weather is the natural version.
One more. It's the dog day of summer right now.
Small fix. It's always plural. The dog days of summer, never singular. Quick scene. Texting a friend about weekend plans.
Hey, it's supposed to be sunny all weekend. Want to catch some rays at the park?
Yes, please. We should really make the most of the weather before it changes again.
Agreed. Bring sunscreen. It's supposed to be scorching hot by Saturday afternoon.
Good call. Maybe we bring a fan too, just to stay breezy if there's no shade.
Smart. 10 it is.
Noted. See you at 10? And scene. But summer isn't just about the weather. It's about the memories that stick with us for years. Let's talk about that.
And if this is useful so far, hit subscribe, because part B gets a little sentimental. So Chloe, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about childhood summers?
Honestly, my grandmother's backyard. There was a garden hose we'd run through and this old porch swing that squeaked. I can still hear it if I think about it long enough.
That's such a specific memory to still have. It's wild how one small detail like that can bring back a whole summer.
Right, and there's a perfect phrase for that feeling. Bring back memories. When something reminds you vividly of the past.
That song on the radio really brought back memories of my childhood summers. There's a classic phrase that usually follows right after, the good old days, referring to a happy, simpler time in the past.
We talked for hours about the good old days at summer camp. And when you're specifically longing for a memory like that, you'd say you're nostalgic for something.
I'm nostalgic for those long summer evenings with nothing to do. There's also a phrase people say almost with a sigh. Those were the days, meaning a wistful comment about how good a past time was.
Those were the days, no responsibilities, just endless afternoons outside. And the last one? Endless summer. Describing summer as feeling like it goes on forever, especially in memory.
As a kid, it really did feel like an endless summer, every single year. Which one actually hits hardest for you?
Bring back memories. Honestly, certain smells do it instantly. Sunscreen, cut grass, chlorine.
Same. For me, it's the sound of cicadas, instant time machine.
There's one more I want to add. A trip down memory lane, meaning a nostalgic journey through past memories, often triggered by a specific place or object.
Looking through those old photos was such a trip down memory lane, Twain quote. There's also a great one for a very specific memory that hits you out of nowhere, a flashback.
Oh, that's such a useful one too. That smell gave me a total flashback to summer camp when I was 10. It's a little more sudden and vivid than just remembering something.
Right. It's almost involuntary. You don't choose it. It just happens.
Which one of these do you think you use most, honestly, when you talk about your own childhood?
Probably the good old days, even though I make fun of myself for sounding old whenever I say it.
Ha, same, but it just fits so naturally when you're actually reminiscing with someone.
Exactly. Okay, let's lock in the words.
Word 1, nostalgic. Feeling a sentimental longing for the past. She felt nostalgic looking at her old summer photos.
Word 2, carefree, free from worry or responsibility. Those carefree childhood summers felt like they'd last forever. Word 3, cherished, meaning deeply loved and protected in memory.
That's one of my most cherished memories from childhood. Here's one to guess. Word 4 describes a feeling that's happy and sad at the same time, like watching an old home video.
Bittersweet?
Exactly. Bittersweet. Graduating felt bittersweet. Exciting but sad to leave. And word 5, Wistful. A gentle sadness while thinking about something in the past.
He had a wistful look on his face, talking about his old neighborhood.
And a second example, she gave a wistful smile and changed the subject.
Good one, small gesture, but it says a lot. 5 more locked in. I am nostalgic to my childhood summers.
Wrong preposition. Nostalgic for my childhood summers, not to.
That memory bring back so many feelings.
Subject-verb agreement. That memory brings back so many feelings, not bring.
Last one, we had a carefree summer last year's.
Should be singular here. Last year, not last year's, since it's referring to one specific summer.
One more, this song is a trip down the memory lane.
Drop the fixed phrase is just a trip down memory lane. No article before memory lane.
All right, 2 old friends catching up after years apart.
Remember those summers at your family's lake house? Total trip down memory lane just thinking about it.
Those were the days, honestly, so carefree, no responsibilities at all.
I still get nostalgic for it sometimes. Randomly, out of nowhere.
Same, it really did feel like an endless summer back then.
We should actually go back sometime, not just talk about it.
We should. It'd probably bring back even more memories than we expect.
And scene. Quick one. Comment your favorite childhood summer memory in English, even just 1 or 2 sentences.
We'll read a bunch of these and react to them soon.
And our community group is linked below if you want to practice with real people.
Now, let's talk about planning and actually living out your summer.
First phrase, plan a getaway. Organizing a short trip, usually to relax or escape routine.
This doesn't have to mean somewhere far, by the way. Even a weekend an hour away counts as a getaway.
True, it's more about the mental break than the distance. We're planning a getaway to the coast next month.
Next, beat the heat, meaning finding a way to stay cool or escape hot weather. We went to the mountains to beat the heat this weekend. There's a phrase that pairs perfectly with adventurous travel, off the beaten path, meaning somewhere less touristy, more unique.
We found this amazing little cafe off the beaten path, and 2 phrases that go together at the philosophical end of things. Live in the moment, meaning fully enjoying the present instead of worrying about later.
On vacation, I really try to live in the moment and put my phone away. And finally, make memories, intentionally creating experiences worth remembering.
We didn't do anything fancy, just made memories with friends. Which one actually matters most to you, personally?
Live in the moment, for sure. I'm historically terrible at it, so it's basically a personal goal every summer.
Same, honestly. There's one more I want to add. Recharge your batteries. Resting and restoring your energy, usually after a period of being busy or stressed.
This trip really let me recharge my batteries before the fall gets busy again. There's one more that fits right alongside it, a change of scenery. Simply being somewhere different from your usual routine, which itself can be refreshing.
Even a weekend trip nearby can feel like a change of scenery. Sometimes you don't need anything elaborate, just somewhere that isn't your usual 4 walls.
Which is honestly good news, because not every getaway needs to be expensive or far away.
What's your actual go-to move when you need to recharge your batteries, without planning some big trip?
Honestly, just a Saturday with 0 plans, no itinerary at all, which for me is basically a luxury.
That counts completely. Okay, last 5 words. Word 1, itinerary. A planned schedule or route for a trip. Our itinerary includes 2 days at the beach and 1 in the mountains.
Word 2, spontaneous. Done without much planning, on impulse. We made a spontaneous decision to drive to the coast. Word 3, destination, meaning the place you're traveling to.
The beach town became our go-to summer destination. Here's one to guess. Word 4 means resting and relaxing, letting go of stress completely.
Unwind?
Exactly. Unwind. I just want to unwind by the pool with a good book. And word 5, adventure. An exciting or unusual experience, often involving some risk or the unknown.
Every summer trip feels like a small adventure.
And one more. Even getting lost turned into an adventure that day.
True, some of the best stories start with a wrong turn. 15 words today. We should to plan a getaway soon.
No two after should. We should plan a getaway soon.
I want to make a lot of memories this summer. Wait, that one's actually correct.
It is. Good catch on your own sentence. Let's try a real one. She is very spontaneous person.
Missing article. She is a very spontaneous person.
One more. I need to unwind of all this stress.
Wrong preposition. Unwind from all this stress, not of.
Last scene, planning a weekend trip together.
What if we go somewhere off the beaten path this time? Not the usual spot.
I love that. Something spontaneous, no strict itinerary.
Exactly. Just enough plan to beat the heat and actually unwind.
Should we look for a destination tonight, or just decide when we get in the car?
Let's decide in the car. Feels more in the spirit of spontaneous.
Deal. Let's make some memories. And scene.
All right, let's build it. The perfect summer day, start to finish.
Okay, morning starts early, before it gets scorching hot. A run along the water while it's still breezy and quiet.
Then a big breakfast outside. Something laid back, no rush. Coffee that actually gets to stay hot for once.
By midday, we're soaking up the sun somewhere off the beaten path. Not a crowded beach, something quieter.
Definitely spontaneous. No strict itinerary. Just wherever feels right. Maybe a change of scenery from wherever we usually go.
Lunch would be something simple outside. Cold food, cold drinks, no rush to finish.
Then a proper break for the hottest part of the day, honestly. Because there's no point fighting the dog days of summer at their worst.
Afternoon, we find shade, slow down, actually live in the moment instead of checking our phones every 5 minutes.
And as the evening comes in, everything gets golden and sun-kissed, and we just unwind. Maybe on a boat, maybe just a porch.
Dinner outside somewhere, and then that 9 p.m. sunset we started with, still bright, still warm, no rush to go anywhere.
And honestly, that's the whole thing right there. It's not really about the specific plans, it's about making memories you'll be nostalgic for years from now.
Exactly. The kind of day that becomes, remember that one summer, a decade later, the one that brings back memories every time you think about it.
A perfect mix of everything we talked about today. The weather, the nostalgia, and the plans that actually happen instead of staying ideas.
And scene. Genuinely, I want that day now. Quick recap. Part A gave us the language for describing summer. Soak up the sun, catch some rays, scorching hot, humid, make the most of the weather, plus a couple of bonus ones like the dog days of summer and the golden hour.
Part B was all about nostalgia, bring back memories, the good old days, nostalgic for, those were the days, endless summer.
And Part C was about planning and living it fully. Plan a getaway, beat the heat, off the beaten path, live in the moment, and make memories.
Next time, we're keeping the same relaxed energy, talking about weekend plans in English, so you're ready for every Friday afternoon, what are you up to conversation.
That one's going to pair really well with today's episode.
And whatever your summer actually looks like, hopefully you've got a few new words for describing it now.
If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little summer in their English practice.
And go catch some rays this week, seriously. See you in the next one.
Hi, everyone.